But
Hello, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. My name is Zenu. I am your restreamer. We're back for game two. Lenamphy versus Advo. Advo's a game up. You all just saw it. On comms, we have Alex and Snacks, and I will turn it over to them right now.
Good morning.
Thanks, Nino. Good morning. Well, I guess it's morning for us. But...
Yeah, morning for us, evening for the European runners. Yeah.
So we got kind of a spicy seed coming up here. So we have a couple RAs. We have Dungeon Entrance Rando and Key Sanity. So
Yeah, I think last seed they did 40 RM plus single statues. I think they're all about enhancing, the dungeon experience, which I'm all for, especially in, we haven't had dungeons changed up in a long time. I mean, sure, Lagos added some dungeon secrets into the dev build. A couple new checks to each dungeon, but I'm really liking these RAs these runners have chosen so far. We'll have to see how things shake out.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Hopefully, it'll be a lot of fun. But
now, one thing about key lunacy is it can mess with your patents a fair amount. Like for DRC, there's 4 keys plus big key, so there's 5 total keys. For Forbidden Woods, there's 2 total keys. Tot G, there's 3. Earth Temple, there's 4, and then Wind Temple, there's 3. So that's a lot of chances for a patent to just be eaten up by one of those key. So we'll have to see how things shake out with those.
Yep. Looks like at least putting about a minute here till we'll be off and running.
Yep. I didn't watch too much of the last race because I was asleep, but the part I did catch, I think the story was Lenamphy, super late magic, super late hookshot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, put him a go mode Wind Temple behind Advo. So I think that was the big story of game 1.
Yep. But hopefully game 2 will be... I know game 1 was kind of a pretty one-sided win for Advocate, so... We'll see maybe if Lenamphy can pull it in here for game 2 and make it a close race at least.
Exactly. In any case, we're off. I'm going to probably read some hints right away. Hop out of our boat ski.
Nope. Lenamphy's he's going.
Yep. Probably mother and child swimming, if I had to guess.
Fortunately.
Yeah, as you might have seen on Advo's side. We do have Western Fairy hinted dead, so...
And Mother and Child hinted dead, so...
Yeah, that's quite a bit of unfortunate circumstance for Lenamphy here.
So, small little time loss here, but nothing too horrendous.
The world. And then, speaking of those path hints, in terms of those, we've got our male is Path to Kalidamos, we've got Paw Print, Path to Jalhalla, and good old Windfall, Path to Mulgara. So... keep an eye on those. Probably keys. You never know, though. Lenamphy's camera. Oh my goodness! Look at that.
I don't know what's going on here.
Flashing images? Question mark.
I was gonna say, should we give a flashing warning?
He's doing the pre-super swim. Super swim.
He's just charging speed very slowly.
Yeah.
All right, so Adam's heading off to Windfall. Makes a ton of sense. You know it's bad.
Yep.
Instant melee check. That's...
Yeah. I think in Season 6 this has become a lot more popular, especially since, at nighttime your Fire and Ice checks have now locked behind one more item, the Magic Meter. So doing melee early can get you an advantage or at least not put you behind if the other runner does the same thing.
Yeah, Key Sanity Dungeon ER.
Let's see, Advo starting Mila, and now he's going to go talk to Tot. I think this is a route that he theory crafted, and I don't know if he did it in game 1, but I know he was talking about it the other day. You do Tot, maybe not plenty of Tot.
It's a little tight, but it's not anything overly difficult.
Yo, at Tuba Man, we got the vocal policy.
Yo,
first check of the seed. It's gonna be a good one.
That's when you know a seed is blessed, when All right, so Lenamphy's out on outset here, checking out Mesa's house. Classic.
Tingle statue.
I've been having a little trouble with the storage here,
There we go.
but gets it. Should still have enough time to turn on the windmill. It'll be a little close, but... Okay, he's gonna do the storage right here. Makes sense.
Wow. Nice. I think I need to practice that then.
Wind Temple Smell Key on Beetle, that's really nice.
Yeah, we'll have to keep track of that for later. Don't have the money for it at the moment. You can get a little bit of money on outset, but it's not a big deal. You're not going to need that small key for quite a while.
Yeah. Yo,
Nice.
Edwell got the 1%. Let's go.
Shoutouts to the 1% red rupee. It's definitely 1%.
Bottle under Grandma's house.
That's a pretty obnoxious spot, not going to lie.
That might be the worst spot for a Beetle.
You could door cancel
up
into
there.
Savage and lose a lot of time, or probably just warp back to Mother and Child. Or get it Northern Ferry, I think is another good option.
Yeah. I mean, with Male being Path, that does make that play a little bit more tempting.
Hey, look.
What's Big Key? Okay.
Those are useless to us, for the most part, I think. We're going to see the runners skip the big keys, but as far as I'm aware, there's not an agreement between them to not skip the big keys, so...
Yeah. Looks like House Wolf does have something, but what's Maggie got for us? Nothing.
Try Force Chart 8. Not what we're looking for.
Lane.
Entrances are Hot G, Forbidden Woods, and Wind Temple. Alright, that's good to know. Yep, that does give us a singular mail check, as well as one of the pearls that will need this seed because of our entrance shuffle shenanigans.
I was like, I didn't see what was in Dragoons, but it must be dead.
Yeah. And if you save warped out.
Okay.
Interestingly, warped immediately away. I think if you do an early outset, one thing that's really tempting is just to peek top of Headstone. That way you get that information, especially with ET entrance not being needed this seed. Just potentially could give you a fair advantage, depending on how long the other runner puts that off.
Yeah. Simultaneous jingle. Another big key. Okay.
Off to get all the useless big keys we can this seed.
And a
Picto.
Picto. That is really nice.
Yep. Neither runner gambling Pompey and Vera this seed, unless they want to. I mean, it'd be a hell of a play.
Especially with Picto there, yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing in
that's kind of why you do all these other windfall checks before you start hide and seek, is that you hope you can get that Picto, that you get to do Pompey and Vera without leaving it behind.
Yeah, that probably is one of the worst feelings in the game when you find a Picto after doing hide and seek, but
Alright, that's a pretty good pickup there. Some power bracelets. Could be our path to Cali Demos. Keep an eye on that. What's blocked behind those power bracelets?
yeah, there's plenty that could be blocked behind those.
Yeah, oh yeah. Depending on if it's locking bombs or not. There's something in Earth Temple. Could see a leaf in Earth Temple.
Oh dear lord.
Because aside from needing those power bracelets to access the entrance of Earth Temple, there's also some blocks that require the power bracelets.
Yep. We got the simultaneous. Hide and seek. I've had a little bit of trouble finding hide.
There we go. Kids love to circle around you, and so it can mess you up. You talk to the wrong kid, and then suddenly Ivan's behind you.
ET entrance is dead, so we don't know it can't be there.
Ooh, Lenamphy. Looking through the
plunge.
floor there.
Oh, no,
I don't think you can sidle up that ledge. Maybe you can.
I think you can, but it's
Not
I don't know
sidle,
if it's
sorry.
really worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sidewalk like that.
Yeah, there you go. It's one of those things, it's a mistake that, happens every once in 100 runs. Shrug it off. Continue strong.
Oh yeah, it's still super early in the race.
Yeah. Very clean clip into Lenzo's house here. Double spiky.
Double spikies. Okay, wallet. Never shoot.
Alright. Say no to a shield, especially with Earth Temple as one of our dungeons.
Yep, you're probably... Well, maybe not probably, but there's a very solid chance you'll need Mirror the Seed, so...
Yeah.
Alright, what does Pumpy and Vera have of?
Not immediately helpful to us, but we'll cash it in later. Interesting.
Yeah. Ooh, a sword.
You take those.
We take those.
That can't be our path regardless, but double damage, definitely don't say no to that.
Absolutely not. Magic on either.
Nice and early magic for both runners this seed. I'm sure Lenamphy will be pretty happy about that one after struggling to find his magic in the last game.
Yeah. Oh well.
Windfall's got
That happens.
everything, I guess.
That Moblins is now immediately useful.
Yep. I think that is our path to Mulgara in terms of that magic meter. Do need that to get to the boss.
Yep. An epic getting chewed by that. Classic.
Ah, there you go. Catches up to him. If Ivan gets away at the top of the stairs, it can be a little annoying.
Another pearl on Maggie. Looks like we'll finally be leaving Windfall here on Advo's side. But...
Yep. Grab that town flower. Probably go to Northern Ferry afterwards.
That's a very good chance he's going to head up there.
I don't know if either runner peeked the transparent chest when they turned it to night or not.
Well, Lenamphy hasn't gone night yet.
That's true. I don't know if Advo did then.
I don't think Advo peeked it.
I don't know if you have time to do that and Mila and Tot and turn on the windmill and store the door.
Yeah, there's
So-
a lot of stuff you have to do. a very short amount of time.
Yeah. I think I need to learn this new route, honestly. Because that's just, you can add one more thing during the night, during waiting for Mila. One more less thing you have to do later.
That's also true, Xena. That could be it. All the pearls leading to Tachi entrance is Wind Temple. That could be.
We will have to see. Yep. This is Key Sanity and Dungeon Entrance randomized, so.
Yep.
Our entrances
So
were Forbidden Woods, Tachi, and Wind Temple.
Yep. So our path to see could be a little bit interesting. Nothing up on the fairy.
Advo saved a Windfall. Gonna just reset during that cutscene. Get teleported right back to Windfall because we saved here, and now we're just gonna go straight to Crescent, I imagine.
Yep. Looks like that's the way.
It's always a good play if you have a convenient save spot to just reset out of a fairy if it's got nothing. You can tell by usually the item jingle, and it saves a fair bit of time over watching the rest of the cutscene, then leaving the entrance. Always a good play.
Looks like a spiky up on Crescent.
One thing to keep in mind with Key Sanity on, peeking chests from further away becomes a bit more risky, especially if it is a key chest and not just a spiky chest, because those key chests are also flat like wooden chests. It can be a little difficult to tell. They're rounded on the top, sure, but it can be harder to tell.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of why we saw Advocate go closer to the island before checking.
Yeah.
Knowing that if it is a key chest, it's going to look the same from a distance.
Now, speaking of our dungeons, we do need one Wind Temple small key this entire seed, and Lenamphy knows this on Beetle. Advo doesn't, so I think pretty much it's the only small key we need. Maybe one for the mini-boss if you're not comfortable with the skip. And depending on if you have Mirror Shield or not, one for the Earth Temple basement area. Okay, well, he just found the... Yeah. Eat my words over here.
I mean, you were correct. As you said it, he didn't know that, but... Okay, bombs on... Salvage.
That's a great pickup there. Which makes that male path to Calidamos a little interesting. Maybe it's on bomb mail. Maybe those power bracelets were not the male path to Calidamos.
We shall see.
Yep. Lenamphy. Okay, interesting.
Each chest here. Shoot baby. Okay,
Earth Temple Small. Well, yeah, there's our path in to Jalhala. Unfortunately, that Earth Temple Small key required to get to Jalhala.
Oh, and there's a leaf.
Honestly, kind of a baby seed so far. Leaf, we're gonna get bombs, we got magic.
Yeah.
Those are like the three strongest items in the game. If
Pretty
I had
much.
to say.
Get spiky
Gale.
there. Nothing
Wow.
up on top.
Never punished either.
And a hammer, jeez. Yeah, so far this seat's been pretty jetty. But this is the law of Wind Waker, where if you think a seat's gonna be the jet, something's gonna just completely screw you over.
Shard in the worst possible location.
Or yeah, it'll be, you know,
That hinted
Vanilla
tingle
sword or
statue
something.
in Kill All is hard required for the last sword.
no, it'll be that, and then the last Tingle statue will be in Hyrule or something stupid like that.
Maximum chaos.
So
Yeah.
FF doesn't work in Dungeon ER as of now. It'll just be all vanilla.
But in terms of items to beat the game, we're gonna need fully powered Master Sword. So that's base sword we started with, plus 3 sword upgrades. We're gonna need 3 bows. We're gonna need a magic meter, We're going to need 8 Triforce shards, 3 of which are on our race mode required dungeon bosses. And we're going to need a hook shot, unless the runners want a Morph Hover.
Well, in this you need it for Bulgaria anyway, but
That's true. Yep.
there's our deluxe on Easter.
Oh, very nice. We probably won't be seeing Windfall again for a fair bit, though. Considering we've got Magic
Yeah.
Meter, we might try and greed for Fire and Ice. / Maggie's Letter first.
I think a lot of runners would, yeah.
So did Avo check Bomb Mail? I think I missed that.
I'm not sure. I don't think he has yet, but
I think it makes sense. You probably don't check it until after the ferry. That way you could save scum it? Question mark.
I don't even think he checked it after the ferry, though. He might check it here at Forest Haven, though.
Yeah, after you save warp out of the inside of Forest Haven. You're right next to the mailbox anyways.
I'm going for my least favorite strategy in the entire game.
It's more forgiving than
It's
most people think, but it can be tough.
it's fairly forgiving. It's just nothing there. I can't tell what's up there.
Small item. He's gonna go get it. Just double check.
Tingle statue, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't blame Advo for going for it here.
Man Melody.
Oh,
That
it's
is hard
Melody.
required this seed.
Yep.
We'll need to play that at the start of Wind Temple at the very least. Control Makar to plant some trees.
Yep. Okay, so a bomb mail is a pearl.
So we do have a spiky on Flyacross.
Key here on Mistress.
We see Advo enter Forbidden Woods. I think Jam pointed out in chat, once you do enter Forbidden Woods on this build, you get a little pillar of light near the start of Forest Haven that can just take you directly into the dungeon, whatever is here. So it's very nice. You don't have to ride the Cyclone up, especially for vanilla players who don't know this strategy. It can be quite annoying to get back into Forbidden Woods entrance.
100%. And this is nice information here for Advo as well. Earth Temple, okay.
Oh.
Mirror Shield and Flycross.
It's a lot of Earth Temple in Logic. Not
Yeah.
in Logic. Never mind. We're still missing Grappling Hook, but we can do a fair amount. We need some keys, sure. But keys are a suggestion.
Exactly.
I don't know what key Lenamphy got that he's stored. But I don't know if he particularly cares at this point.
You have an ET and a Wind Temple small key, so
Yeah.
you don't really care. Key chest here in Cliff. I might be doing, I think really what's becoming one of the more meta plays of Angular early-ish.
I'd say it's a counter meta play, because the meta is to put this off, I would say. Counter meta is rush this in hopes you get an
True.
advantage.
Yeah, he has that mirror shield, so
Yeah, I actually think this play isn't half bad.
No, it's not at all.
I think you probably check the Forbidden Woods stuff first, but it's fine.
Wood small key on boulder. Okay.
This was hinted. Angular Cave was.
It was, yeah.
Hinted that bait bag.
So if Lenamphy's feeling real spicy, we could see a rush big pig, but
Yeah. He's got everything he'd want to finish off Outset, honestly, at this point. And he looks like he is.
we did see Advo get a bow there in Bird's Peak Cave, so
One thing I'd like to see Lenamphy do here is set the wind with the boat so that he doesn't have to worry about changing the wind later for the Outset Great Fairy. One of those little, nerdy time saves adds up over the course of a run. Because that cutscene, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, I don't know how long it is. It adds up.
yeah.
And this is also, burning seconds here. Good Beetle shop ship. Lenamphy waving. Please notice me. I want to buy stuff.
Please let me buy your goods.
He has enough money to... Don't buy the key. Yep, buy the bait.
But Lenamphy,
Alright. Well,
I don't know if that might have been an accident. Oh well, there's our grapple that puts everything in logic.
Yep.
Thorned.
I think... Yeah. This route just gets a little awkward for Lenamphy, honestly. Because now he's going to have to chase down the shop ship again. Let's see what... I guess he's going to grab the respawning Tingle Rupee over here. Which is the wind is not in a good spot for.
Eh.
It works.
Thankfully, it's not very tight, so.
No. Lenamphy did not do the BPR route.
No.
I think that route is probably the better play between warping Outset. Because you get money in BPR, you're able to do Thorn Fairy and Cliffbite as well. Bomb Island was hinted Hitachi Big Key, which we don't care about. So, I think it's just a better route overall with the items they've got.
100%.
Hey look, it's the mini blends. Goodbye, mini blends.
T-bow wave.
Yeah. Also, a big pig. There it goes.
We do have a yeet. Oh my god, I couldn't see it for a sec. It blended in with the wall for me.
Oh yeah.
Shiny little belt on the pig.
Yep. Advo going for the storage strat. I think it loses time after the first one if you don't get it. So usually you want to throw a bomb, but with Advo's equips, he had telescope and not bombs equipped in that third slot. So
At that point, it's just the mental game of I'm getting this storage. I don't care if I lose the time.
yep. Also, Lenamphy needs to be careful of his wind here. All right, good. He remembers.
Yeah.
You can do it at a couple sketchy wind angles, but I don't think pure west is one of them.
Ditz Pearl's on bomb mail.
There we go. Lenamphy gets to the storage. We'll be able to skip this oddly long cutscene.
Outset isn't path.
Outset isn't
That'd be
path to
wrong.
anything, no.
So
Advo's going to be, pretty pissed off about the bottle location. Considering he was just at the outset Great Fairy. If he'd done things a little differently, he would have been there.
yeah, I don't mind Advo's route. I mean, that's probably the way in his scenario I would have routed it too.
He's having to come back for Big Pig regardless, so
Yeah.
he'll just come back at a second trip. Not the end of the world.
So far, there's. We'll see here in a minute from Lenamphy Advo for a super crazy amount of time.
Yeah, we've got very strong items
Yeah.
already.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go check out Headstone.
Yep. Maybe you route this in
Lenamphy
with
as well?
Cyclos afterwards. Lenamphy does have that bait bag though, but he's
I think Lenamphy realized he should go do Grandma quick.
yeah.
Yeah, first match was pretty one-sided.
Just a regular chart on top of Headstone.
That's one of those things that it's so hard to see those on the
Yeah.
commentator page.
If you're further away, even in game on Dolphin, it can be hard to tell what type of chart it is. So I've just started assuming it's just a regular chart because the odds are very stacked against it being Ghost Ship chart. And if I'm running out of locations, then I'll maybe consider that as Ghost Ship chart and go back for it. It's just sort of a meta thing. So I
Yeah.
can start peeking it from further away, save a few seconds.
Advo's checking out for Cyclos.
Friendly big frog in the sky. If there's nothing, he probably soft resets back to outset and goes to Horseshoe Diamond Step afterwards.
Yep. Grandma's got a shard. Yep, Cyclos has nothing.
Interesting, he's not resetting here.
Yeah, I guess depending on where he goes here.
If he wants hookshot for Diamond Step early, I could see it maybe.
Nope, he's gonna head over to Greyfish. Okay. I don't mind this pathing. You got a fair number of checks you can go to in that area.
Yeah, you already are having to come back for Big Pig, so Horseshoe Diamond Step later isn't the end of the world either. Now this peak is tough for even us to see.
Yeah, I don't even try anymore. If I see the
I
runners
should-
going back there, I know it's something.
Exactly. We'll mark it off their tracker if they...
Which looks like that's what Advo did, so
Yeah.
must be nothing.
Or at least unmark it from his tracker. I think he pre-marked both this and Islet.
He might have. So Lampy's heading up to Headstone. Or not Headstone, Horseshoe.
Yep, gonna be playing some golf. Probably some Diamond Step afterwards.
no hook shot, but Lenamphy's a super long time runner, so he knows. I know he knows how to diamond step early, no problem.
Do 3 quick shots there from Advo. If you pull the, if you shoot, then put the cannon away and then pull it out really fast, you can get another shot, and then you do that a couple times, and you can shoot really, really fast, much faster than you're intended to. Ooh, that's really unfortunate for Lenamphy. He does not have the projectile.
At this point, you just gotta do the skip, yeah. I didn't see what was on Islet, but I don't notice anything on his tracker that I don't have marked. It's
I swear, every time the runner goes to get a check, I look away, and so I don't see it. Lenamphy trying to get storage, or okay? No, he's not.
I was wondering if he was gonna do that. You don't have.
Yeah, he's the correct wind, and then he also needs to get rid of this. If he's going to store this chest, he needs to get rid of the annoying little C hat following him around. But probably just go for Octo Jump then. And this was our hinted Tingle statue. Notably, we do know where one other Tingle statue is at the moment. It's in Kill All Enemies in Wind Temple, which is a long ways away. So there is some merit in putting off this check like Advo did, just hoping you never have to do it.
I love that everybody's adopted this strategy of sailing around the island now for fly across.
It's definitely the safer option. It's faster too. Lenamphy not quite jumping into the middle of the Octo Whirlpool there. Sorry. I find this trick pretty obnoxious to do. Especially at nighttime, it can be harder to see when it turns stormy.
It's much harder at nighttime. Wide left.
Yeah. You need a good angle, you need a good jump as well. I know I personally struggle with getting the jump to begin with because I find myself holding sail, pressing A, and then not jumping in time, so I just don't get a jump.
It's definitely a tricky one. Advo following in Lenamphy's footsteps, gonna go grab bait bag right away.
There we go, Lenamphy gets it 4th try. Still pretty solid. Didn't lose too much time for that. Ooh, that is not good. Did not Wind Waker dive far enough underneath the island. So gonna have to either drown or reset. I don't know if drowning even lets you back up.
It won't. It just puts you back on the boat.
That is really unfortunate for Lenamphy.
Yeah.
That's why I will not go for this trick. I will just store the chest. I know I can get storage a hell of a lot faster than I can ever make this jump. Yeah, with all the time he's committed here, it needs to have some good payout in order for this to be worth it at this point.
Okay, gets back up on the island.
Here we go. Gets underneath.
I don't like this strategy at all, but
That made me worried he was going to pop up into that water in that middle level there, but no, we're fine. Yeah, in terms of overworld stuff, I mean, pretty much Tot G's entrance looks like it's got what we need.
yeah.
Still missing those
I
iron
took-
boots to access wind temples.
We do have hammer, so we could break in early. But if it's wind temple, that feels bad. And
Yeah,
Tachi is. Oh well, speaking of iron boots,
yeah, especially with the iron boots just sitting right there. Now we know it's extra not worth it. And yeah, Wind Temple is vanilla. We are out of dungeons that it could be.
Yep.
Fortunately, Lenamphy only getting rewarded with an Earth Temple small key here.
yeah.
Looks like this other chest is spiky.
Boomerang. Okay.
Not what you were hoping for. It's a fair projectile though.
It's
When
nice
you do
for
find
Forbidden Woods.
Forbidden Woods, yeah, it'll be much nicer. Advo still does not have hookshot, so notably he cannot get that Forbidden Woods big key chest at the moment.
Advo getting kind of trolled by the P hat here.
Yeah, I mean, Advo can storage in, depending on what is in this chest across the red hanging flower. He may or may not have to death warp. It's pretty annoying to damage down as well.
Yeah.
And I don't think Advo has a fairy in the bottle. No, he doesn't, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Advo dropping an input there. Still recoverable.
Let's go through the bottom door. Not the end of the world.
If you fall into that water there, it's pretty brutal because you have to drown in order to make it back up to the top part.
That P hat nearly screwed Advo.
Not quite making the cycle there.
Yep.
Woods has been pretty dead so far, other than those iron boots.
Yeah, I mean, we're still pretty early into it though, so. Well, I guess I can't say pretty early into it. We're like halfway through it already.
Yeah.
Our mini boss is something.
A check which may or may not be useful later. We will see.
Yeah, I mean, that does give you. If you do find your fire and ice, that does make Windfall fully clearable.
Yeah. And you can route that into Wind Temple afterwards, depending on if we find Hookshot here too as well. We really want Hookshot before we touch Wind Temple at all.
100%.
I think Advo's going to clip into the basement first here in hopes that he can know whether the red hanging flower is something to store or not.
Yeah, I don't mind this play.
and it's nothing, so we will be able to store this with no consequence if we save quit.
You have a spiky here in the breach room.
I feel like this chest is not seen very much anymore.
Yeah, especially nowadays with CTMC.
And then it can be hinted too. You see it even less. But we do get a sword, which is very nice. We're one sword closer to full master sword.
Yep. Not a great magic RNG for Advo. Probably gonna have to grab one more just to be safe.
Lenamphy giving us the spin cycle. POV, you are inside a washing machine. Waits for the cyclone in Forbidden Woods. This roll clip can be tricky with storage because, as you can see, Link likes to just snap back to inbounds. Yep, specifically snap back to being on top of that ledge. A small curved wall surface there.
Get the crit in. Second try is pretty solid. Nothing in Pinky chest, so we can just save orb out.
And with that first try storage, that was pretty damn fast, so not punished too much for not having the boomerang or hook shot.
Lenamphy's gonna do the Cliff Plaid Birdseek route. Second worth it was nothing.
Yep. Something in here is spiky though. Maybe even both. Could this be the fabled value woods we were promised? Here we go.
That looks like some value, yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Alright. That's a little unfortunate, but so Advo's gonna have a really nice next few minutes here. Does have everything he needs for Windfall, but probably gonna wait on hookshot before you do that.
Oh, hey, Tuba. You want to know the very first check that runners got? Maybe it wasn't the very first. Was it?
It was the first one we saw in Restream.
Yeah, it was the first one we saw in Restream. It was the Boko Baba Seed. Made its appearance. It was the seed.
Our boy Tot had the seed. Oh, there's one.
Mom.
Got all the mail.
Yep. Have a field day with that mailbox once we're done with Forbidden Woods here.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we wait till Grandma though. Thinking about it.
I'm
See
sure.
how things shake out.
Yeah, I think as Advo you just go straight to Grandma after this.
Or you could check it at Private Oasis too. There's an argument if you want to break in. Well, no,
Doesn't
we
have
can't break
hookshot,
in.
though. Yeah.
Might be a bit tricky. No fast way to break.
I mean, considering your only other option, I think, is getting the door cancel and sailing down to, or swimming down to Private Oasis.
Yeah. Not viable, for sure.
Absolutely not. Evo saying hi to Makar. Where are we going, Evo?
5 out of 5 windfall. Got some. Yeah, that makes sense. You follow your check density.
Yeah.
At the very least, you could do the first pot of Wind Temple, open up that Inner Dungeon Warp pot.
Yep, and when you go to ET, you can go pot packing.
Exactly, yep. Especially with that super fast Forbidden Woods Warp location. To get back to Earth Temple.
Nothing on Orca Mail.
Parent chest, not spiky. Show us what you got, Creep.
Is he an S3 creep or is he an S6 creep? He's an X6
Point
creep.
and laugh. Creep
I'll
believers.
always
Exhibit A.
be a creeper.
I am a Creep hater. But I will not skip Creep. Just in case.
I just feel like it's kind of trolling to skip it.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so Lenamphy is actually doing some Earth Temple here.
I wonder if he feels behind.
I think
so
he does.
he's trying to make a gamble. I think he definitely does. Stuff hasn't been the smoothest in terms of routing
No,
and execution, so especially against a top-notch runner like Advo.
Yeah.
If stuff doesn't go your way, you've got to gamble a bit.
Yeah, I mean, any little 10-15 second timelines, you feel like you're impossibly behind.
Okay. And Temple Big Key.
That's nice.
Yeah, don't have to do the Big Key skip now.
We've seen it in this tournament where runners have attempted the big key skip and had it go horribly wrong.
Yep.
So, it's always nice having that little safety net knowing you don't even have to worry about it.
Exactly. There's a the DRC small key, yeah. I think Advo could have sleuthed that out and skipped
I'm sure
that,
if he was
but...
paying closer attention, he probably
Oh
could
yeah,
have,
for
but-
sure. Like, this is one of those backseat driver things. When you're racing, you don't give a shit. Just clear the check.
Yep.
The DRC key, you've just completely written off your hint entirely, so...
You just know one of the checks on Windfall is dead. That's really all that tells you.
Yep.
Alright, so Advo is going to probably do, like we were saying, head into Wind Temple, open up a pot.
Yeah, in terms of other overworld stuff Advo's got, he's got, what? The Horseshoe Diamond Step Loop, he's got Outset... He's got Big Pig specifically. He's got Grandma Mail, which we know is a shard, Fire Mountain, and then Top of Private Oasis.
Yeah. Yes, clearly. The key to a completely different dungeon is the path to Mulgara.
I realized we were playing mixed pools.
Right. Alright, so Lenamphy doing our little bit of parkour to get up here early.
Yeah. No hook shot.
No hook
so
shot,
I'm not
though.
sure if he's thought about this. Can't go
I think he
backwards to get to the goblin.
I think he just realized.
He could bring Medley up with him and use Medley to destroy the
Break
walls.
Yeah.
But let's see what he opts to do.
Looks like he's just gonna go basement.
Yeah. I mean, with storage, that's pretty much the only thing you can do. You can't. Well, yeah, you can't. I don't think you can push that block to do left side the normal way.
First star roll clip though. I know a lot of runners, including me, really do not like that roll clip.
Yep. Tanjo the other day just didn't even get a ledge grab. Like, he did the same movement he normally does, and just no ledge grab magically. So, can be a bit trolly too.
Oh, that always just the best feeling on the planet right there.
Yep. Free time loss. Ironically, it won him game 1, but that feels awful regardless.
100%. Does Lenamphy remember?
Also, yeah, interestingly, Kill All Floor Masters was hinted not. What was it? Just dead,
Like
or was it
chart or something? It was like a chart or something.
a chart? So, opening that chest, he needs to kill all the Floor Masters now. There is a way to get back up that ledge with storage, so you can peek this chest, then get back up the other ledge and leave the room, not even having to worry about it. But at this point, we've got Soup, we've got Master Sword. You just have to kill the Floor Masters and get storage again.
Yeah, this doesn't take that long.
I think it's definitely the question mark, but we're here. Advo going for a setup where you try and snipe this pot lid here from down below can be a bit tricky. Pretty precise. And the pot lid is always jank too. Just lighting them on fire in general is pretty jank.
Yeah, Nintendo really didn't want you to be able to do this, but or I shouldn't say that. They made it very difficult to do this, but
There's plenty of arrows in this room behind the skull head, so. Ooh! I think that is really bad for Lenamphy.
that is pretty tragic.
Ah, right. We can't get behind the stone head because, yeah, no
No
hook
hook
shot.
shot. I also just realized that. Oh, Advo.
I think Lenamphy's taking a minute.
So Lenamphy got grabbed by a floor master, so he lost storage.
Yeah.
I hope that Lenamphy keeps going, but I
I would understand
totally
if he doesn't. Yeah. Even if Lenamphy does forfeit, Advo still has to finish out the seed to get the win, so.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly sure about Advo. I know most runners, they don't even look at race time until
Yeah.
high roll maybe, so at least that's what I do.
We have another spiky in the middle of the hub room. Looks like Lenamphy is persevering. Props to Lenamphy for doing so after what is probably incredibly tilting.
There's a statue. That's our actual last statue.
Yep. Yeah, Earth Temple as your first dungeon is definitely something that you do not see a lot at all.
Yeah,
It's for a good reason. Earth Temple is a very slow dungeon to full clear, and every other dungeon is faster than it to full clear even. So just saving it for last is the best course of play most of the time.
What's in our spiky here? Orchies.
Another shard. Wow.
I believe that's the 5th we've seen.
Yep. We've got Grandma Mail's the one Advo's missing that Lenamphy's got. Now, Advo does not have a way back out, so he'll have to save warp out of here, but that's fine.
Unless the seed will be disgusting and make this hook shot.
Yeah, Lenamphy does have a spiky chest on his side, so there is a glimmer of hope if this is like a hook shot or something. Now, he will, unfortunately, to get into the left side the normal way if he chooses to go left side here, because he's out of... I guess he didn't open that wooden chest behind the walls, did he?
Yeah, so he could store that.
He's got that still.
But yeah, looks like he's just gonna try and do his go mode again.
Also, yeah, Advo save warp because Wind Temple mini boss was dead. I think he forgot. Did he walk into that door or no?
He did.
He did. Okay, so then he just forgot that it was hinted dead.
He had a second key though, so no big deal.
Yep. Let's hope Lenamphy gets past the floor masters this time. Usually you hug the right wall, and you can even avoid getting the mist on you if you hug this right wall enough. That floor master is being a complete jerk, though.
Yeah, I know.
I've not ever seen the L targeting try and go for that floor master as much as it has for Lenamphy there. Maybe
He
it's
gets
just a
up there,
movement
though.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
They're doing one of the coolest strats in the game to do, honestly. Like, this strat feels so awesome when you get it.
when you get all 7, it's one of the best feelings in the game, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, nothing there, but...
Now, I wonder if Advo will store the store chest to get to the chest behind the stone head, because that is something you can do. As long as you're careful, you can ESS through the stone head part of it and not void out. If you're not careful, you can void out ESSing through that stone head. So you can get back there and then save warp out, depending on what type of chest you store. We do have another spiky here, though.
Yep. I don't think Lenamphy's checked what was on the other one quite yet.
Did he store hookshot? Okay. That's a pretty nice pickup. That'll make Wind Temple a lot faster. Advo's route through Wind Temple is pretty slow compared to what the route is with hookshot. He spent a lot of time shooting that pot. It's like Advo's not going to bother storing to get to this chest behind the stone head, which is fine, honestly. There's not too much it could be that help you out. Maybe you want light arrows for Earth Temple. That could be the one thing you would like. But
Yeah,
not the end
other
of the
than
world.
that, you know hookshot's not going to be there, so...
Yeah,
Or
and it could
whatever,
just be
so-
something you like Cabana Deed or Ghost Ship Chart in there.
Yeah.
Regardless, yeah, like you said, it won't lead to hookshot, so...
Those are a really cool color on the Lenamphy side.
Yeah, Ghost is very pale today.
It's to get in the sun a little bit, but
Yeah, true. Go touch grass.
Go touch grass.
Fire Mountain enthusiasts. Got plenty of action over on Advo's side. Checking the check that I know a lot of runners like to skip or at least put off until later. Like right now, it's very isolated, but
Advo just taking the risk, which honestly, with what he has left, I don't mind at all.
yeah, I know Advo's very methodical in how he plays. He full clears overworld most of the time before even touching Earth Temple. You know, is usually his game plan.
No, that's somebody who's a massive hater of Earth Temple. I respect that. Clean movement inside the mountain there.
Yeah.
Lenamphy,
Killing the ghost. The ghost is toast.
I don't know why my brain just stopped working, but
You have a spiky here at Fire Mountain. Double magic.
okay. I mean, you're not
You
gonna say
take
no to
that. You know what?
Yeah.
You take that. I don't think there's any reason for that to be in logic, so kind of just a cool find that we get that.
Helps for PG for sure. Or
Oh yeah,
so-
and we're gonna have soup too because Grandma's hard required the seed, so
Oh yeah.
Advo
got
gonna
all
be
the-
living large.
You got all the magic you'll ever need. Advo's gonna go and, speaking of Grandma, I'm gonna go grab her big pig. Maybe we'll see the horseshoe into
Diamond Step. Now that we know where all the statues are,
yeah.
I think it's fair. Let me if we sorted shard is the other check. Okay.
I don't remember what chest he stored, but
Lenamphy, you're gonna need, unless you're doing this the normal way. Okay.
looks like we're going the normal way.
Was a shard in third crypt. So yeah, we do know all of our shards. We're just missing a bow and a sword.
No fire and ice here for the Lenamphy though, so
He has to get the skip, which is pretty annoying to do, honestly. So
yeah.
props to him if he can do this. I don't go for this because it's interesting. So he's got a bow set up for this.
Yeah, so what you do is you kind of line yourself up on the edge of the platform and then line it up with that crack in the wall there. This
Seems like a very harsh angle to get a ledge grab for. I feel like that's gonna get a grab, but
I think you might need to go a little bit softer on the angle. But I've literally only, I think I've ever gotten this like once.
I don't see the point of the bow lineup if from that angle you can't get the ledge grab, but we'll let him cook.
I mean, at this point, Lenamphy I think is kind of accepted. This is probably Advo's race to lose.
We did have a chest to go backwards. It would just require Lenamphy to go get Medley. Also some pig abuse on Advo's side. Gotta be a little careful that we don't die to the big pig. Only have 3 hearts at the moment.
Base pig abuser.
Oh!
No. Run away.
Make a break for it, Advo! That pig is angry.
At some point, in a second, the pig will calm back down, but yeah, that's one of the biggest like. There we go.
One of the few scary moments of this game, yeah.
Considering the pig does more damage than Ganondorf, yeah.
There we go.
Lenamphy.
Lenamphy gets it. What a gamer. Persevere.
Yes, he was going a little sharp on his angle there, but once he adjusted a little bit.
Alright, just gotta make sure this Floor Master doesn't give any trouble.
Oh, no,
Making me sweat a little bit. Standing in that circle is a surefire way to get the Floor Master to retreat and then instantly grab you.
Yep. Looks like
Speaking from experience.
Advo's gambling the top of Private Oasis here.
It is spiky. It'd be pretty rude if this was a grappling hook. Or not grappling hook, this was a Cabana Deed.
God, I hate when the game does it. But it seems, I don't know what it is about S6, but I think that's happened at least twice.
Yeah. I can remember a couple of games where it was like that. Or it was hammer up top, and then runners went to a different island with storage, like BPR, I think was one race. I don't remember who was in that race.
Go ship.
Don't know where that is. Hopefully it's Bomb Island if you want for Advo. Yeah,
It is Bomb Island.
just in time.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I had no idea where he was in his night cycle.
I like the use of that boomerang there to knock the lantern out of their hands. Now we can just drop some bombs after we get possessed, I mean.
Yep, nice quick way to get rid of your possession. Looks like go ship's nothing, so.
I think it's a key, but we don't care keys at this moment, so got all the keys we need. Also, mini boss being hinted dead. Looks like all of left side was pretty much nothing, so unfortunately for Lenamphy, yeah, not rewarded for this persistence. Do we know what key that is? Are we out of keys that it could be?
I don't really even care, to be honest.
Is it an Earth Temple small key?
It might have to be. We have
Yeah.
both Wind Temple keys, we have our Forbidden Woods keys. So I think it pretty much has to be. Oh, Lenamphy forgetting to grab Medley.
And this is why I hate Medley. You go too far into the door, she bonks, and then she just sits there like an idiot.
This is why Onion Boy is better.
No, I hate Onion Boy too. But,
I respect the equal opportunity hater.
yep. Tachi Statue's my new best friend in the new patch.
I am really excited to see. While it's not a game-breaking thing, it is really nice to see a new.
Yeah. And the sped up animation is pretty funny, let me tell you that.
It is quite hilarious.
It's cool to behold. You have a spiky chest in the basement for Lenamphy here. Could be our last bow, could be our last sword. It's the bow. So that's light arrows, we're just missing one sword for no mode. Fortunately, Lenamphy does not have the bow that Advo's got, so you have to kill these Stalfos with the good old tried and true method of bomb them, boomerang the head, then hammer it to one-shot the rest.
Yep.
So I wonder if that last sword is in the behind the Stonehead in Wind Temple. Depending on Advo's Earth Temple route, he may be able to skip left side entirely. And he probably will,
Yeah, I imagine he will.
given that he knows it's a Stonehead. Because either there, it's either got the Cabana deed, or it could be inside Cabana or on Ankle Den. That last single statue in the kill all enemies in Wind Temple. And we
Yeah,
do
it
have
looks like
Hyrule.
We do have Hyrule. Looks like Advo's kind of just gonna gamble that Ankle doesn't have it. Yeah, Advo already just did Ghost Ship.
Yeah. Classic. So, having a little bit of trouble here. Ooh, with this roll clip. Gotta be very careful, because for whatever reason the game likes to invert the directions sometimes whenever you do the roll. I think it just has to do with the way the camera's oriented.
I'll do the classic bet for everybody. Somewhere dumb.
There you go. Gets on through without too much more trouble. And if he remembers his hints, he'll be able to kill all Floor Masters. And I find this can be a little annoying for the fog to wear off and get a good spot for a jump slash, but
Yeah.
yeah. I wonder if a backflip leaf pull would also work. Get you enough height for it.
I don't know if
Maybe.
they'll give you enough height.
There we go. Gets on back up there.
Nice play from Advo.
It does save time, but you cannot peek that chest because the fog gets in the way, so... Oh.
Advo just killed the readout. There you go.
Thanks. Advo remembering that he wants to save a small key here. Oh, alright, never mind. Mini boss was hinted dead, and he knows he's got a chest he can store to get to the left side if he needs to. He doesn't know that he's stored grappling hook, I guess. Or not grappling hook, hook shot.
Wait, let it grab
I think he grabs that chest the second time through Forbidden Woods. Because you're closer, the theory is that you're closer to the wart pot that you take to get back to the middle of the hub room.
That does make sense.
I personally am just a believer in, just grab it when you're there, but I think there's a good argument for waiting until you're closer to that wart pot. Now, Advo will see it's spiky, so he'll just void out here. I know this is a method that Tanjo also uses to skip the telescope peek through the wall here.
Big story. Advo.
Yep. Keys were also nice. Sometimes the keys like to get L targeted through the wall, but I think Advo's killed all of them over on this side.
I think he's killed them all, yeah.
Keys have been known to roam around, though. Like, even that keys in that first back corridor area could have come over here, even.
This is why we just kill him.
Yeah. Especially if you're storing the chest a second time.
Yeah.
You don't have any backup in case you mess up, so you need to make sure you don't void out. Looks Advo didn't take this into the basement. He has the big key, he had storage, he could have just clipped straight into the basement, then walked out with a bomb over his head. You do have to do the fight at that point, but it depends. Personal preference, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Also, interesting from Lenamphy there, I think he voided out as the cutscene started, Forbidden Woods, mini-boss, and so, I'm really not sure why that happened, but interesting. We're through anyways. We're safe.
We got there, but
I'll have to rewatch that to see exactly what happens. One neat little optimization you could do if you're not using light for Valhalla, not light arrows, sorry, is after you take care of Valhalla ghosts when he reforms, you put your sword away and then run to the light pillar, so that way the sword on your back reflects and it interrupts his attacks early. So usually Valhalla likes to start sucking in air during that time, so you can just stop his attacks entirely. Yeah, the ghost is also toast for Advo now.
Indeed.
Very clean fight, I think. At this point, Advo's got a pretty sizable lead. Gonna be very difficult to overcome, especially since he has a very good guess as to where his last item is. That spiky chest in Wind Temple.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him check basement or not him do
Yeah, basement's very fast.
we could see left side. I know runners have been, just generally speaking, that's always been kind of a weird, is it worth it to do it?
You're still missing 2 items, so I mean, you know that one spiky chest can't have both.
Yep.
There's no reason not to check the basement and other stuff. It looks like he's gonna do left side first here.
I don't mind that.
Yeah. This does give Lenamphy some time back. Of course, he's gonna have Advo has hookshot. He'll be able to go through backwards much faster. Especially knowing that mini boss is dead. It becomes very fast succession of checks.
Yeah.
Advo will need to remember to drop the storage, otherwise he will not be able to push those blocks though. 3 blocks room.
Yeah. Advo's pretty smart artist, so I think he'll be.
Yep.
If you have fire arrows, just go kill the eyes.
I'm pretty sure it's faster, pretty much faster in most cases, just to peek the chest.
Yeah.
Like this method, you watch the cutscene every time. You also have to get it fast. Whereas just walking up to the entrance lets you know immediately.
Yeah, plus John, I'm just not a huge fan of the setup that Lenamphy is going for.
Seems it's very far to the left, much farther than I normally would do. Now imagine if he peeks this here and it was nothing. Like, he just wasted all that time for no good reason.
Thankfully he does get bailed out by it.
It being spiky, yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out there is an enemy that cannot be defeated by light arrows. That and
Guys,
Gohan.
we found them.
Maybe they're related. In any case, Lenamphy gets that sword he's looking for.
Yep.
See Advo dropping his storage. So he has remembered. Now he can just go straight to 3 blocks room. And he can even take this warp pot in this room, which you don't see all that often. Straight to the basement. Alright, Lenamphy's calling audible. I don't know if he's probably got
a little low.
He should be fine.
He's just gonna have the ledge grab. He should be good. Yep.
Yeah. Good recovery, honestly. That was pretty slick. Alright, well, he lost a bit of the slickness by getting grabbed there, but that's alright.
Is Advo gonna do the? Yep.
Yep, take that straight to the basement.
I've always wondered why that's where they decided to put the first pod.
Yeah, it does seem like a bit weird. Like, it's only a couple rooms from the main room pot.
Yeah.
So it's very close physically. I don't know. Well, it's the second pot, but the first first pot you can use to get to the others.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just a lot of weird design choices in ET.
Yeah. Maybe they thought the upcoming fight with the 2 ghosts and the 2 moblins was going to be hard. I don't know. To be fair, it is one of the more annoying combat sequences if you don't have light arrows. It's because of how much those enemies like to block. Just all attacks in general.
There's Advo's light.
Instantly save warping, not even checking basement. He's just going to believe in that spiky chest in Wind Temple.
Now, we do know that is actually a pretty good play.
Yeah.
A little bit of bull call here from Advo, but I kind of like it.
With key sanity, this play becomes a lot more risky because you can't sleuth out what checks are keys and what checks aren't.
Yep.
But it's fine. You've got this other warp pot back if you really need to take it. Ooh. Lenamphy's struggling a bit here.
Nice ledge grab.
I haven't been following his Forbidden Woods route too much. I'm not sure what he's got, what he hasn't got. But I know he doesn't have storage at the moment.
I know he did base.
There it is. There's that last sword for Advo, so now Advo is in go mode. Just to go to the boss. He's got small key, he's got anything he could want.
I guess the only one we don't know about. Vanity must be in one of those foolish spots. Or ankle, I guess.
Yeah. And Forbidden Woods is pretty rough for Lenamphy at the moment.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think a lot of this too is tilt.
Yeah. Just stuff doesn't go your way, and then the never-ending rain of chew jellies. It's like a Hydra, you kill one chew jelly, 2 more pop up.
Yep.
And then some morphs come in.
And you're like, where did you come from?
And a moblin walks in, and you're like, how the hell did you even get in this room?
You're not supposed to be here.
That's when you find out enemy randomizer was on the entire time.
Then you just hear Margera's theme, and then you're really just.
So the chew jelly's spawn trigger is opening the furthest to the right chest. I think it's called Vine Maze right chest.
Yep.
So that spawns the chew jellies in.
Because in vanilla, that's a key which you then use to go get your boomerang. But
Yep.
obviously, this is rando.
And if he's going for fire arrow stress to see if he gets it, it'd be hard to tell without audio on him. But we've got cat jams, so it's understandable. There's no audio.
Doesn't look like he's getting it.
Okay. Somebody really hates the mini Mulgaras.
They're kind of being a pain in the butt here for Advo. But
It's the first time I've ever seen them damage somebody, honestly. Like, I don't think I've ever seen them hurt anybody before that.
it doesn't happen often. Yeah, this fight requires a shot. Ken Jam's over. Keep us at.
Is the full gigantic cheese for Advo. All he has to do left is go beat the game. Honestly, for a double temple seed, this is pretty fast clear time.
Yeah. I think we're probably looking at about a high 130s, depending on how Advo's high row goes.
Yeah. Granted, Advo did get to skip a little bit of overworld, but
Yeah.
still insanely fast.
Advo's too good at Wind Waker.
$131, 39-ish entry. I don't know. When do you count the entry to Hyrule?
I do it when you hit the portal. So like
The portal?
as it takes away your control. So Lenamphy's last shard is on Mulgara, the boss. Oh,
Let's see. Spike Wall Room, first chest in Wind Temple.
yeah.
And his last sword is also in Wind Temple, so unfortunately, all this overworld is dead.
Yep.
Like Cabana Deed, we probably either on ankle or foolish, so. Fido Mail as well. Hyrule. Not required.
Yep.
That's one of the gambles of breaking into Private Oasis in Season 6, Season 5, you know, whenever you have foolish hinted locations. Could just be sitting there, so you've just wasted a fair bit of time. Oh yeah, that's right. Deed couldn't be foolish in season 5. They changed that between seasons. Not really a whole lot to say during this segment, so I guess we can give a shout out to our trackers. That's the command. There we go. Jade and Lotta or Iota. Both of them, thank you. To my co-commentator Snacks with me. And then to our restreamer Xenu.
Shout out to Alex as well for commentating.
Yeah. And thanks to our runners for agreeing to put on this show of races.
Oh yeah.
Without them, we'd just be talking idiots. Bonk for good luck. Over on Advo's side.
I think every last group there for some.
Wow. Very
What a
nice.
shot.
Barely clips that side.
Not quite gonna get that, so gonna have to redo that.
Damn. Not even breaking a sweat. 3 for 4.
That's pretty good. The lore behind the 2000 has been revealed. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I came up with his name in middle school, and so I've just used it since because it's lazy. Yeah, you shouldn't give personal information in online usernames. Well, I just
You're
ignored
just like, screw
every
it.
fucking rule. Yeah.
Next thing we know,
Anyways.
next thing we know, your social security number will be on there. But
Advo only getting a double for a single. Didn't get the reset in that second shot there.
yeah,
A little unfortunate, but still chilling after that great PG one.
oh yeah. 2000 is the number of seeds that Alex plays in a year.
Yeah.
Accurate. That was gonna go for truck shot.
Oh,
Gets it.
putting on a clinic in Puppet Ganon. Damn.
Lenamphy, you don't have the right wind direction.
Advo misses a total of 2 shots. That entire Puppet Ganon, so that's pretty nuts.
That was pretty insane. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is I shouldn't say that I'm younger than Alex. Got it.
Yeah, wait till they find out. Jasnix08 was born in 2008. He's better than most runners currently. But anyways, I digress.
But I digress. Yes.
Advo, very good rope climb. First try grapple skip. He wasn't? Okay. Well, my lore is wrong then. He was born in 07. Made the account in 08. That's a joke for legal reasons, Twitch. He did not make the account in 08.
I don't even think Twitch existed back in 2008, so I think you're okay.
Yeah. Alright, good first cycle. didn't get kicked during the cutscene like I know Ganon loves to do to me sometimes. Especially if you're holding that shield up, but it looks like he was backed into the barrier, so he was just fine.
Nice quick second cycle.
Yeah. No errant swings from Ganon there. Perfect
Uh-oh.
RNG.
Gonna have to do a second run around here.
Yeah, it looks like he was one attack short. But Adam's gotta be a little careful here. Alright,
Okay.
we're good. Crisis averted.
That
That would be GG's.
GG's to Advo. Final time 138.52, which is absolutely insane in a double temple.
Yeah.
Looks like the runners are going to join for an interview. So why don't we drag them in?
Yeah.
Hello guys, GG's.
GG's. Opening comments? Just the seeds in general?
Well, the second one was much nicer than the first. That's for sure.
Yeah, the first seed took me a while to get magic.
Same.
I guess the first seed was just a trash seed, and I guess Xenu seeds aren't that good either. So
the 3 Baron dungeons in that first race.
oh yeah,
They were just 3 of them were just dead.
That was. I only got to see the tail end of it, but that's kind of insane.
Yeah. I think the story in the first one's Lenamphy got magic a fair bit later, and especially with that hookshot location too.
Mhm.
Rough to get, and I think that was a big decision because I think Lenamphy ended up about a go mode Wind Temple or go mode Tachi behind Advo.
And we're talking about first game, right?
First game, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even sure where magic was. Where was it again? It was late. That's all I know.
I think it was top of Cabana.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah. And I decided to do Tachi first.
Yeah, I did just flow 1 of Touchy because I was like, maybe it's in here, and then I did Cabana.
Oh, but the first game, like I accidentally skipped the hub room DRC tingle chest, and I was like, I can't go back. I'm playing against Advil. I can't go back for this chest. It'll take me a while, and I'll lose too much time. But I ended up still doing it because it was just haunting me, and I wasn't touchy. I was like, okay, I'm just taking the warp pod. I'm going back up to check if I even skipped it. Turned out I skipped it. But yeah, that was awkward. The entire fucking everything I did was awkward. Like the first game, I just didn't. I guess I made a lot of mistakes and it added up. And in the second game, I just played for fun at the end.
Yeah, the second game just worked out for me. I don't know. Everything just kind of worked in my favor. Like my early Wind Temple clear without hookshot because I like knew that like the warp pod in ET through FW entrance is so fast. I was like, I don't care if I have to double dip this. Like it's so fast. Like I just warp to FW, go in there. I walk through one room and I'm like 2 rooms deep into Wind Temple already. So it's like double dipping this doesn't even matter. So I knew of the spiky chest behind Stonehead, and I was like cleared everything before entering ET, so it was made sure I didn't miss hookshot. And the only thing that could have been kind of annoying is like if there was a cabana deed in with Earth Temple and then hookshot in cabana, I guess. But
yeah,
other than that, like even then, like going back, it would have just like went back to Forest Haven and took the warp out through ET.
I think it's one of the rare few instances where those interdungeon warp pots were incredibly helpful.
Yes,
Season
definitely.
6.
We should use them more. We should add tingle chests to use them more.
I wanted to for that race mode to use them more because then you always have like usable one.
Yeah.
Like, you have a good like set. Either you have two like that connect, or you have like, you always have two that connect, and either it's like a whole triangle, or it's two separate ones.
So what I'm hearing basically is we just need to go back to S3 settings.
Basically,
As long
yeah,
as,
yeah. That's
as long as we
basically what I'm
don't
saying.
start with the shards, like we didn't, like I think it was the case in S3.
No, we
Yeah.
start with the shard. That's great. We get
What do
more
you mean you
go
don't
mode
want to win
dungeons.
Temple Earth Temple
Far less.
50-50?
Yay!
Yes, calculated gambles we call that.
AKA 99% of the time you're doing Wind Temple or ET.
Yeah.
This seed used went Earth Temple as your first dungeon, Lenamphy, and that I don't know if that worked out too well. Just unfortunately with the item placements, the hookshot was very mean, and then just Fire and Ice being elsewhere.
I entered ET and I was like, I just don't want to do this dungeon. I'm just leaving.
That's a mood, honestly.
I really don't want to do this. And then when I ended up doing it, I just removed my headset because I didn't want to listen to the music. It's so awful. The dungeon is so depressing.
Yes, I hard agree with you on that. The music sucks in Earth Temple. The mood is sad, depressing.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna poll if people want like a custom music in ET, which is really happy, and then maybe change some of the textures that makes it look more like happy
Smiley
or something.
faces, yeah. Put like a paper mask on all the
I can't take it anymore, man. I just can't take that dungeon anymore.
Yeah, where was Boomerang?
Diamond
I
Step.
forgot.
Oh,
Diamond Step.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even remember. Did you end up getting Boomerang in game 1?
No.
Okay.
I didn't get Boomerang in either game.
Yeah. I guess I would have skipped it too. Yeah, I did not end up getting it because you can just do the bow thingy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very helpful knowing like knowing that I can like bomb push storage my way into FW big key chest. So I like didn't want to, like, I could maybe want to wait until like you have Rang or Hookshot to get into big key chest, but I didn't want to wait that long with Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, I think was that the idea why you clipped into basement first before doing the Morph Pit stuff, so that you could see if it was Spike or Wooden, if you needed to store another chest to get there? Or no? Second match.
I started just across Flower to even get there, and then I could have just like went in there if it was spiky.
Yeah, I mean you could have death warped. Yeah, if it was spiky, but spiky.
If it is spiky, don't like with CTMC. You don't even need to be afraid of your bombs because you can just before you death warp, you need like one bomb because you can damage down on the vines behind you, and then you use one bomb. So it's not even like scary. And S4, I forfeit a race because that happened to me, and I got a heart container from Big Key Chest, and then I couldn't death warp anymore.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
I was on like 3/4 of health, so I damaged down, and then I was like, I had even enough bombs to death warp if I got a heart piece to refill my heart. So I even got a heart container, and then I didn't have enough, like too less, or too little.
Unfortunate.
That is a tragedy.
But yeah, now you can either just save warp or death warp easier.
We didn't have CTMC in S4. That's right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Dark times.
I kind of miss it playing without. Like, I wouldn't want to change it because I really like CTMC, but I kind of want to play a seed without.
Here's the thing: is I've gone back and played a few seeds without CTMC, and it makes you really appreciate CTMC.
Yes.
Because you're like, man, I can't believe we used to do this where every seed you checked everything. That's crazy.
Yeah, not too long ago I did all sanity without CTMC. I also forced myself to 100% the game, but so I was gonna get every chest anyway.
Oh.
If you like that pain, sure.
Sometimes I just want to play this game and have fun. Like I did this race. After I got grabbed by that floor master, I was like, I'm just gonna play the game because I like playing the game instead of trying to win this. And then I had a lot more fun.
Yeah. End of the day, that's what we're all here for, honestly.
True.
I will give credits to you because I'm 99% sure I would have forfeited after getting grabbed there.
I would have tilted.
I would have just been like, nope,
I was considering it, but then I was like, what am I actually not enjoying about this moment? And it was the feeling of not being able to win anymore. So I was like, okay, but I do like playing Wind Waker. I'm just gonna play Wind Waker.
There you go.
Yeah. Even though you did lose this race, it's not the end of the road for you. You've got the losers bracket match now. I think you know your opponent. It's going to be Gold Quiver.
Mm-hmm.
In the losers bracket top 12. So
it's going to be interesting. I think that's a pretty even matchup.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to win this even if I played optimally, but a Gold Quiver, I think I have a chance at least.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be a fun one to watch.
Oh yeah.
And Advo gets to kick my ass next round in the winners bracket semis.
All right.
So that'll be fun.
I just love at this point how it's like we're not even talking about beating Evo. It's like if I lose by a couple minutes, I'll be happy with that.
It is what it is. Yep.
Today I played especially well. Like in the first race I had like a few mistakes in like Diamond Step and Bomb Island, but in the second race I made like minimum mistakes.
Yeah, your storages are very clean. I think routing was very clean as well.
Because that's the thing. Like the first game, I felt like I made some mistakes, and I was like, okay, there's no way this is like acceptable versus Advocate, and it made me really stressed. But yeah, you just don't make mistakes, Advo. How do you do that?
I don't know. I play the game a lot.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I will say
I have played like how many races alone? 357.
Oh, that's more than I did. And I've been here for longer than you are.
I was gonna say
Like, over 100 more than you are.
Lenamphy and I joined around the same time, so
yeah.
I'm up to 307, I think.
How many I have 240 apparently.
I have 45.
Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah. Any final thoughts? This matchup or the seeds before we hand it over to Xenu, I guess.
I don't know. No, I don't think anything comes to mind. We should do an Alcendi co-op at some point again. I think it's fun. I'm gonna organize that. Just a random thought.
But yeah, I think we're ready to head out. So
yeah, so coming up on schedule, pretty much nothing. So we've got as far as Wind Waker is concerned, we do have Lyric versus Blue Sean right now. That doesn't have a restreamer and it doesn't have the volunteers to be done. That's happening in 2 hours 15 minutes. So if you want to make a multi-twitch for them and watch it, do that. And if it gets a restreamer and volunteers, great. But going forward with Wind Waker, we don't have anything till Tuesday, which is going to be Crane versus Rick the Husky in a Challenge Cup winners bracket quarters, game 1. And then on Wednesday is their game 2. And then as far as what we have scheduled for the rest of it, more Challenge Cup, which would be Huffpuff versus Bobby, losers bracket top 16, game 1. And that's going to be on Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern across ZSR, though we have much, much more. We have we have Cross Keys happening at 3 p.m. It looks like that just got a restreamer. So we've got Cross Keys quarterfinals, Schultzers versus Wall Kicks game 3. That's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern. And MMR, we also have some MMR on Monday, an 8 a.m. race Eastern time, which is going to be our own Mr. Mario versus the Michi in a losers bracket round 3. So that is going to be it for us. I don't believe any other ZSRs are live right now, so let's see if there's are there any cool Wind Waker people that we can raid right now that are live? Does anyone want to pick a break?
Let me check real quick.
I got like basically no one in my follow list that's Wind Waker related. I've got some Uber people.
I don't recognize any of these people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't either.
So so I guess we'll send you guys over to Majarkin. They're doing a league race for OTR, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.